Hi. In one of our earlier videos, we looked at one of the essential components of building a winning team, right? And we spoke about trust, how to build trust among people, among team members, and to build that trust, how should I be trustworthy? That's what we looked at. Now, going ahead, after trust, once we have understood how to be trustworthy and how to ensure that everyone trusts us as well as people in our team trusts themselves, then another important aspect that comes, that is something called as conflict, which keeps on happening in teams at all the times, which is an essential part of day-to-day life. But because we can't manage that conflict well, we can't resolve that conflict well, we can't even welcome that conflict well, that conflict tends to become an impediment in working of the team and the organization. Now, why does it happen? Because more often than not, whenever the conflict occurs, we usually go under pressure. We take conflict as a negative aspect. We don't want conflict to occur. Now, the way in which I look at it completely differently. Now, in fact, my view is diametrically opposite. I think conflict is extremely essential. It has to be there. I have a very firm belief in any team, in any organization, right? If two people are thinking exactly the same, then one of them is unnecessary. The value of people is in their point of views, is in their opinions, is in their different ways of doing things. So the value of team is in its diversity. How diverse the team is, that makes that team far more effective. Now, for that diversity to be encouraged, for that diversity to work for the benefit of the team, one must ensure as a team leader, I need to encourage the conflict as much as I can. So what I'm saying is, for the team to be effective, it's essential to have diversity within the team. There has to be different points of views, different opinions, because that's what will keep on giving us better and newer ways of solving problems, of getting things done. Now we need to gain some information about these conflicts. So what are the levels of conflicts? Where all do we find conflicts occurring? So conflicts can be intrapersonal. The conflicts can be within me. Whenever I have to take any kind of decision, I usually am in a conflict. What should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? Whether I take that decision, I don't take that decision. Whether it will work for me, it won't work for me. Whenever there is an opportunity for me to take a decision, I almost always am in conflict. That is what I call as intrapersonal conflict. That decision can be any decision. It could be about business, it could be about my personal life. Right? The second type of conflict, I call it interpersonal conflict. It's basically the difference of opinion that I have with the other person. Two people do not agree with each other, that disagreement, that difference of opinion, that different point of view, that is what an interpersonal conflict is all about. The third type of conflict is intergroup conflict, or if I have to speak in organizational context, I would say it is interfunctional conflict. Two functions within the organization are always in conflict. If that is the situation in the organization, you are suffering from intergroup conflict. Then sales and service may not be seeing eye to eye. Sales and accounts may not be seeing an eye to eye. There will be conflict between purchase and manufacturing. So any kind of conflict which is at a larger scale, at a functional level, that can derail the progress of the organization. So these are the three different levels of conflicts. But the question remains, why do these conflicts come? So there are few reasons which we need to really think about which we need to look at. How do these reasons give rise to conflicts in our organization?